All right, so here's the situation. Car is dead, and I think it's the battery, and this is a 2012 Volt. Now, the dealership told me I needed new lithium batteries, which would have been $15,000 for this car. That's what they tried to tell me. But I think it's just the battery, because the code in on the, when you read it, said the 12-volt battery. So the key thing is I've got it unlocked. All right. So now I've got to get in here, and the only way to get this back hatch open is I've got to get some power restored to the battery. And the battery's back here, and I've already exposed it all. Let me show you. Here's the negative terminal. These are the little things that go on here. I'll show you how they were on there. They're like that, right? And then you just got to open them. And I did that for both sides. Now on this side, the positive side's got this extra thing, right? But I'm going to have to pull this whole thing out of here because I got to pull the battery completely out. But the first thing is I've got to get this hatch open. You know what I mean? And there's no way to open it unless you power up the battery. So I've got to connect the battery and then, you know, get a charge on it. And then we can go ahead and open this hatch and get to this battery and get it out of here. All right, so to get the charge on it, I have this system right here, which is great. You can see it. Look, I'm going to show it to you guys. Hang on. This is how I charge it right here. I left that in there. But so anyway, this goes to the hot side, and this is the negative side. And then I have to turn this on, and then just hook it up, and then it should power it enough so that I can open the back hatch, and then we can get to the battery. But first we've got to do this, which means I got to crawl inside here. And we're in Florida, so it's not that cold, you know what I mean? It's kind of warm. To tell you the truth. Oh God, I'm getting in. All right, so now I've read that the first thing you should do is hook up your hot terminal. So I haven't turned this on yet, so I'm just going to leave it off for right now. I'm going to slide these things over here. I'm going to bring this in so you guys can see it. This is the name of it. Now, you can get these on Amazon. And this thing is great, man. I'm telling you, this thing works fantastic. You're going to see here in a moment how quickly it works. So first of all, I want to get this. This just fell down in there. I want to untangle these. And, you know, since the thing's off, it doesn't really matter which one I put on first. So let's go ahead and just try to get this one on here. And I'm going to try to get the whole thing on there. There we go. Now I'm going to put the negative side on. All right, so take a look. The negative's on, the positive's on. Now I just got to turn it on. Now I got to come here and press this button, and that turns it on. You follow me? And bam, there we are. Takes a second or two. But she should be ready to go. All right, now I've got to look and see if I might have to flick it from. I might have to change it here because it's got. Oh, it's reading 10.5, so that's not quite 12 volts. But you know, we need to get the voltage on there. We need 12 volts on that battery. The battery doesn't have it. So now I'm going to get out. I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to come over to this door here and let's see if we get any kind of action. I have the fob on me. You know what I mean? You need the fob. And it should, if I power it up, I should see something. Yeah. I'm seeing some action. But the battery's really dead. It's really dead. We may have to give it a couple of seconds to get, you know, to get charged. Let's go back and see if let's see if we can open up the back hood. If there's enough charge to allow me to do that. Cross your fingers. I think we might be there. Oh, we got it. All right, so that's all we needed. We just needed to get that open. So anyway, look. Yeah, this battery's shot. So this is what I need. And I think that those guys were completely wrong on telling me that I needed more than just this battery. And we're gonna find out. All right, so now that we've got this, open, we can go ahead and take these off. And we can pull this out of here. So I'm just gonna put this away now. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 things I've got to loosen, and then this thing will come up off of there. So I've got to get the right ratchet for that. All right, so I grabbed all my ratchets, and I'm thinking that this might be the one I need. I just have to see if this fits in there. So this one's a little bit too small. So I'm thinking maybe I just go one bigger here. Let's see if this works. All right. Let's take a look and see if we can get this. I'm going to do this one right here first so you guys can see. And I'm hoping that that's the right one. Yeah, that seems to be it. Now we got to go to lefty loosey. So I'm gonna loosen it. You follow me? That is not grabbing that, is it? What do we got here? Let's see if this one will work. Oh, that's the one I need right there. All right, so I'm going with the big ratchet. That's the one I needed. It's a 10. See that? So now, gotta reverse it so we can get this off. Close. You'd think I could do it with my fingers. Wow, that thing's on there, man. All right, there we go. So these you don't want to lose. I'm going to show it to you here in a second. As soon as I get it off. Okay, I got that one off. So this is what it looks like. So we don't want to lose these. We got to save these. And I'm going to pull all this stuff out of here for a second, just so we don't have all this stuff in the way. So we're going to save these. We don't want to lose them. All right, so there I am. Let's see if I can get it with my finger. Nope. This really requires a lot of turning, as you can see. Oh my gosh, let me pull back. Let's see how close we are. All right, I can get it with my finger now. Yeah, we'll show you guys. So here it is, right? Almost got her. Oh, that just does not want to come out. All right, so we got this one, we got that one. Now we got to do these two over here. So we're going to set this over here where we won't lose it. And I might want to move this so I don't trip over it. Get this one out. I wonder if I could do it faster this way. See what I mean? Because I don't have a lot of room to swirl the this ratchet. I just do it like this. I'm twisting it. Should just come right out. Bam, done. There it is. Set it over here with the other ones. So there's our last one there. So now let's see if I can do it with my hand. Just doesn't really give me a lot of leverage, does it? So I got this big flathead screwdriver, and I think if I just put it in there, I can just twist it like this. See what I mean? Just loosen it like that, because I don't have that room. I think we're good. Close. Almost there. There it is. All right, so now we've got all four taken out. All right, so now this should just come out. I'm gonna grab all this ancillary stuff so it doesn't fly around, you know what I mean? I'll just set it over here. And now we just gotta pick this up. I think we can grab it right from here. I might have to pull this forward. That whole thing might have to come out. Let me see. Yeah, I think like I got to get this whole thing's got to come out. So I got to take this whole deal out. Okay. So this whole thing, yeah, there we go. So now we got this out of there. You follow me? Hold that out. Set that right here. And now I think we can get to this and get it out. There we go. Alright, so that's out of there. And now we can take a look at everything here. So anyway, this is the battery here. And it has a bunch of stuff that's connected to it. I think all I have to do is loosen this connection here, and this whole area will pop off, and this one here, and then I can pull the battery out. I may have to get down in there and loosen this, pop that out of there. But yeah, all right, so that's where we're at. We want to leave all this together. We don't really want to screw around with this. So I think we're just going to go with this one and this one here. And so now we just got to get the right ratchets to do it. All right, so anyway, it looks like it's a 10. See? Right there. So that fits on there. Just got to get we just got to get it off. Yeah, it should be pretty loose. Just got to get here and just kind of separate a little bit. And I think that will come off. Maybe more. Maybe I got to go more. I think that should be enough, right? Yeah, that's totally enough. Well, I should be able to pull this off. I need to take this one housing off? Oh, shit. Yeah, look. Look at that. Oh, there we go. So now we just got to pop it off. All right. All right. There we go. All right, so that's off, right? That's off, no problem. All right, so now this is off. Now we got to get this one. This one's a little rusted. Because when I take this in, I need to bring the battery with me, you know what I mean? There we go. So that's off too. Now I need to loosen this a little bit. I'm going to have to loosen that nut down there. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to go with this 13, but we'll see, you know? So I think that might be what we need. Yep, that's it. That one was a 13. All right. And so that's loose now, so this should come off. But I might have to take the whole thing out. Shit. All right. The question is, can I get my hand down there to grab it? So you can see, there it is. So I gotta loosen this bad boy enough. I thought I had this loose enough that I could pop this out, you know? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so I don't want to really make it any looser. Now I can pull the battery out. All right, so we'll leave that where it's at. To get that off, you need the 13. The other ones was a 10. And so now we can just pull that battery out of there and we can go get a new one. And then I think this car is going to run perfectly. All right, so I've got to grab it and pull it out of here. Now it does have a, oh shoot, yeah. Oh, I got to show you this. So when I pull on it, look, you see this clamp? So it looks like I've got to take that whole clamp off. And also I have an overflow tube here that I've got to detach. So I wonder if I could just pull it back. If I could get out from under that. by lifting it from the back up. And they don't want this going anywhere, do they? Here, let me show you. So you see there's a clamp down there. There's a little lip right there that catches the edge of the battery. So that clamp's got to come off. All right, so that means that I've got to take this whole clamp off. And that means I'm going to unscrew this with my hand. Let me show you. I'm just going to get in here and twist it until I get it loose enough that I can pull it all off. And then, of course, it's going to be it'll be tough getting it back in. Thumb's kind of in the way there, isn't it? Almost, I'm almost there. There we go. I got it. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, there it is. So now we got that off. Set that there. Don't want to lose it. Now we just gotta pop the clamp off. All right. Let me grab it. Show you the. Whoops. So there's the clamp, and that's what was holding the battery in. So I'll set that over there. So now we got our screw and our clamp and our thing. Now I should be able to pull this forward and get it off that back lip. And when I pull it out, I'm going to show you that lip. Okay, now you can see it. Now if you look down here, you see that right there? That's a little lip that it catches it on. Now I got to pull this off. Okay, push that over there. I don't want it dripping. All right, so now we're ready to pull the battery completely out. I should probably have some gloves on, but, and this is not, it's not light. Ugh. There it is. Here she is. Let me go ahead and set it down here on the ground. Oh, now I'm going to show you the battery. This is it right here. It's a AC Delco, and you know, here's the side of it, and now I just got to get a new one. I got to go to Auto Nation or something. I don't know, I got to go somewhere and buy one. But I want to show you the lip that was caught on. So this is where it slides under, and that's where I lock these things down on it. You follow me? Like this sits like that, and it holds it down. And it's when you first slip it in, you slip it under here. Then you got to remember to put your hose on. And yeah, that's it. And then we're ready to go. And then we just reconnect everything. So the next step is for me to go get a new battery. And then we can put all this stuff back. There's the big plate that sits in there. There's the other one right there. There's the battery. Here's all the tools I use. And I'm just going to pull them in here for now, because I got to shut the garage door. You know what I mean, jelly beans? And those are the ones that we need right there. Pull these in too. Push this over. Don't want to lose those. All right, so that's all of our stuff. Here's this. Let's put this in here. All right. There's our battery. Let's bring this in. Ugh. And yeah, bam. So now the question is, where should I go to get the battery? You know what I mean? And I can't shut this, so I've got to put a towel in there so that it doesn't close. But if it rains, I don't want it to rain inside of there either, right? So we're going to put this right here, and then I'm going to pull this down to like right there. That's that, and then we can shut the doors too. But make sure you leave your car door unlocked so that you can get in it. You know what I mean? Just like that. Right now I just got to go get the battery. That's it, and then we're ready to put it in.